In a country of over 330 million people, it's hard to imagine that some places are almost ghost towns. But the truth is, America's population isn't evenly distributed, and some states are feeling the brunt of shrinking communities, economic downturns, and harsh environments that push people away. These are the states where vast stretches of land remain uninhabited, where businesses struggle to stay open, and where the echoes of a once thriving population can still be felt. Today, we're taking you on a journey through the 10 emptiest states in America, places where few people want to live, and even fewer are choosing to stay. 10. Louisiana. Louisiana, a state rich in culture and history, is plagued by poverty, natural disasters, and population loss. With a population density of around 107 people per square mile, Louisiana faces frequent hurricanes, flooding, and infrastructure problems that make it a challenging place to live. The state's economy heavily depends on the oil and gas industry, which has seen downturns in recent years, leading to job losses and population decline. Additionally, high poverty rates, poor education outcomes, and crime issues push residents to move out. While the unique culture attracts tourists, it's not enough to retain long-term residents. Population decline is particularly noticeable in rural parishes and areas prone to natural disasters, leaving parts of the state desolate and empty. 9. Mississippi. Mississippi, known for its deep cultural roots and history, is also one of the emptiest states in the U.S., struggling with poverty and population decline. With a population density of about 63 people per square mile, the state suffers from high poverty rates, limited job opportunities, and poor healthcare, driving residents away. The lack of economic development, particularly in rural areas, has led to a steady population decrease. Low education outcomes push younger generations to seek opportunities elsewhere. Coupled with frequent natural disasters and infrastructure challenges, Mississippi continues to see its communities hollowed out, leaving many small towns struggling to maintain even basic services. 8. West Virginia. West Virginia, once a hub of coal mining and industry, is now a state marked by widespread population loss due to economic hardship. The decline of the coal industry has devastated the state's economy, causing many residents to leave in search of better opportunities. With a population density of around 75 people per square mile, West Virginia's rugged terrain, lack of infrastructure, and high poverty rates make it difficult to attract new residents or businesses. The opioid crisis has also hit the state hard, further accelerating the population decline. Entire towns have become ghost towns, symbolizing the challenges faced by a state that's struggling to reinvent itself. 7. Maine. Maine, with its rugged coastline and dense forests, is a state known for picturesque charm but also growing emptiness. With a population density of about 43 people per square mile, Maine's remote location, harsh winters, and aging population contribute to its low population numbers. The state struggles to retain younger residents, many of whom leave for better economic opportunities elsewhere. Maine's economy is largely driven by seasonal industries like tourism and fishing, which don't provide year-round stability for residents. The state's rural areas are particularly hard hit, with some towns facing significant population declines, turning once thriving communities into retirement hubs with fewer and fewer reasons for younger generations to stay. 6. Montana. Montana, the Big Sky country, is known for its stunning natural landscapes but also for its vast emptiness. With a population density of just 7 people per square mile, Montana's rugged terrain, remote location, and limited job opportunities make it a challenging place to live. While outdoor recreation draws in visitors, the state's small towns struggle to keep residents. Younger populations often leave for better prospects in urban areas, while older residents seek more temperate climates. Despite growth in cities like Bozeman and Missoula, many rural areas are experiencing population declines, leaving vast portions of the state sparsely populated and communities struggling to stay afloat. 5. South Dakota. South Dakota shares many of the challenges of its northern neighbor, with wide open spaces, harsh climates, and a rural economy that struggles to retain residents. The state has a population density of about 12 people per square mile, driven by an economy largely reliant on agriculture. Declines in farming and tourism have made it difficult to attract new residents. The remote nature of many communities and harsh winters further contribute to South Dakota's emptiness. As younger generations leave for bigger cities, rural areas are seeing empty homes and closed businesses, signaling a population slowly fading from the state's more isolated regions. 4. North Dakota. North Dakota, once a booming state during the oil rush, now faces population stagnation as its economy slows. With a population density of around 11 people per square mile, North Dakota's reliance on the volatile oil industry has led to population declines. As the industry shrinks, small towns and communities are losing residents, leading to shuttered businesses and vacant homes. The state's harsh winters and rural nature also make it less appealing for many, leaving vast stretches of North Dakota sparsely populated and struggling to maintain even basic services in once thriving areas. 3. Alaska. Alaska, the largest state in the U.S. by land area, is also one of the emptiest. With just 1.3 people per square mile, it's the most sparsely populated state in the country. Alaska's harsh climate, remote locations, and high cost of living make it difficult for many to thrive. Although there are economic opportunities in oil, fishing, and tourism, these industries are seasonal and volatile. The long, dark winters and lack of urban infrastructure drive many people away, leading to population declines in rural areas and remote villages. While some cities see stable populations, much of Alaska remains a vast and nearly empty landscape. 2. Vermont. Vermont, famous for its charming small towns and scenic mountains, is a state losing residents faster than it can attract new ones. With a population density of around 68 people per square mile, Vermont's economy relies heavily on agriculture, tourism, and small-scale manufacturing. These sectors do not provide enough jobs to keep younger residents from leaving. An aging population and limited career prospects, coupled with high taxes and long winters, contribute to Vermont's shrinking communities. Rural areas are particularly hard hit, with declining school enrollments and struggling businesses. Despite its natural beauty, Vermont's population growth remains stagnant, leaving many towns nearly deserted. 1. Wyoming. Wyoming, the least populated state in the country, tops the list as the emptiest state in America. With a population density of just 6 people per square mile, Wyoming's vast open spaces are unmatched. Despite its natural beauty and iconic landmarks like Yellowstone and the Grand Tetons, the state's economy relies heavily on agriculture, mining, and energy extraction. Economic downturns in these sectors, combined with brutal winters and limited urban amenities, push younger residents to seek opportunities elsewhere. With a population of around 580,000 and stagnant growth, Wyoming's small towns are seeing declining enrollments, shuttered businesses, and increasingly empty streets as residents move on in search of better prospects. These 10 states, once vibrant and full of life, now face the reality of declining populations, economic challenges, and changing times. Did any of these states surprise you? Let us know in the comments, and make sure to like and subscribe for more insights into the shifting dynamics of the U.S.